What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we got a fun one here for you today. Just hanging out down here in the museum. And we are enjoying a very special treat, a gift from my good buddy Howlin Wolf Reviews. Guys, check his channel out on YouTube, Howlin Wolf Reviews. This was a gift from Howlin Wolf, and he knows that I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, and he gave this to me quite some time ago. I said, you know what, I want to share it with you guys because it's so cool. This book is in fantastic condition. You remember the old Tomart'S action figure digest? Loaded with tons of beautiful color photos of all of our favorite action figures. I would buy these religiously, and I never kept them. I never thought to really keep them. I might hold on to them for a little while back in the day when I used to buy these books from a bookstore or from a newsstand. And then I would discard of them. And that was the worst decision I ever made in my toy collecting life. These books hold so much history and so much just information. It's a bridge to the past, to our toy past. Look what it cost back then, $5. And this particular one digest was for really a broad scope on G.I. Joe. The 95 G.I. Joes. You look at Star Trek in there, you got Spider-Man. But I'm a huge fan of the Hall of Fame G.I. Joes. So I wanted to just get this. I want to get this out to you guys. Let's dig into this book. This book is in fantastic condition. And immediately when I open it, there's toy goodness all over the place. The 3 3/4 inch Street Fighter action figures. Remember those guys? How cool were those? The glare here. The entire everything. Literally everything. Let's get a year for you. 1994. That's when this book was published. There's the outside cover photo in this issue. Let's see, what can we find in this issue here? You name it, guys. Once again, we go right into remember these guys? The Mego, World's Greatest Super Knights. Star Wars. Star Trek, The Next Generation. This book simply had it all. There's Kiss. There's the Planet of the Apes. For all you big Mego fans out there and Planet of the Apes fans, Mego fans, the Planet of the Apes treehouse. Oh, Look at this, guys. The ghost of Captain Kidd. Glow in the dark. For all you guys are Fighting Fury fans, remember this figure. Like I said, this book was chock full of everything. Action news briefs. Get this, guys. Batman the Animated Series figures. Mechagodzilla. Ghidra. My favorite, personal favorite, Godzilla. Rodan. This is a Mega Ghidra. How cool is that? Toy goodness in every single page. Spider-Man. The list goes on and on and on. The Kingpin, another one of my favorite villains as a kid. Reading the Spider-Man comic books. Vulture. Do you guys remember these toys? You know, some of these toys I just don't remember from 1994. These pages are so glossy. I'm sorry for the reflection, guys. And this is before we even get to the good stuff, the G.I. Joe stuff. I can't say the good stuff because it's all good, but you have different fans of different toys and different, toy lines. So for all you Spawn fans, I apologize. I'm a big Spawn fan too, but a bigger G.I. Joe fan. These figures are just awesome. Clown. Overkill. I mean, Spawn came with these toy lines, came with some fantastic action figures and accessories and vehicle sets. The Violator's monster rig. Spawn comic book here. My goal now, because my good buddy Howlin Wolf Reviews has given this to me, now he's got me into this. Thanks, Howlin Wolf Reviews. Now I am on the hunt for more of these magazines. Look at the old Evel Knievel. What's this guy? Who's this guy? It's just, all this stuff is just jumping out at me, jumping out at you. Do you see anything here that you remember? Oh, the Sonic Control land speeder. Remind me to share a story with you about the vintage, well, it's vintage now, the Star Wars land speeder from the late 1970s. Look at this Mego goodness all over the place. This is not doing any justice. Let me move some stuff around. I want to be able to get over here and really show you guys. Look at this, the Shogun Warriors. There's a G.I. Joe Deep Sea Diver. I believe that just came with the outfit. Me and my good buddy Brian Sanchez, another fellow collector of mine, a fellow dungeoneer from a collector's dungeon. We were having a good conversation earlier about the sets from the 1970s, the G.I. Joe sets. They produced these beautiful sets, but they never had a figure. And, you know, when I was a kid, back in the 1970s, I saw these figures and Adventure Team sets, and you know, in the stores, and they didn't have any figures with them, just the beautiful, you know, accessories and equipment and clothing and outfits. I thought that was the most ridiculous thing I ever seen. I want the action figure. So I told them if they get the action figure with that, boy, that would have been fantastic. Tomart'S third annual action figure design contest. Look at this. Categories: best new original character or action figure line, best existing character. Wow. Guys, this is like stepping back into a time machine, back into the past. A G.I. Joe convention, assault on the Intrepid. Toys R Us was there, everybody was there. This was the first major G.I. Joe convention, 1994. And it had everything. If you could get collectibles and pieces of toys and articles from this particular convention, you have something very special, something very rare, and something that's very monetary wise worthy in your collection. Official program, International G.I. Joe Collectors Convention. This was the official program. How it looked. So it should say the cover, right? Let's get into some G.I. Joe goodness, guys. G.I. Joe nurse. Oh my goodness. What wasn't very popular and didn't sell very well back in the 60s has now become one of the most iconic and one of the most difficult and rarest of the G.I. Joe figures of all time. Guys, you know these guys. Soldiers of the world there. Where's I believe the French resistance figure was the more popular. And then we get down to a lot of the 70s kids' favorites. The Adventure Team. Which one was your favorite from the Adventure Team. I had so many of them. I couldn't, the favorites, I should say. I didn't own any of them when I was a kid. They were just too expensive. I had a lot. I had about 3 or 4 of them that I really thought was awesome. Super Joe. When Hasbro coming near to the end of the G.I. Joe run for the 12-inch figures, they sized Joe down to try to give him a different perspective, different mission, if you will. And this is what they came up with. Super Joe. Then they went to the 3¾ inch. Remember this from 1982. This is Bazooka. Get you zoom in there for you. There you go. So welcome to the International G.I. Joe Convention. It's a letter. Cotswold Collectibles. G.I. Joe, one-stop G.I. Joe shopping. I'm a huge fan of Cotswold Collectibles. They've been, as you can see, they've been around for a very long time. So we'd like to give Cotswold Collectibles a huge shout out for really making a lot of collectors happy through all these years. They've recently moved their base of operations to Texas. Here's a rundown, itinerary, if you will, of what was going to happen during the convention, what times, events, you name it. See, when was the dinner? 6:30 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. Dinner at Hasbro. Wow. Original G.I. Joe gallery. This was the work. Look at this. 1960. Artist Sam Petrucci used Polaroid photos of himself as the models for the Green Beret and Japanese soldier artwork. Now there's some fun information, inside information, behind the scenes information. George Eisenberg, and let's get you another guy, Harold Thresher. These are the artists that did this iconic box art. Look at this artwork for the Desert Patrol Jeep and Driver by Sam Petrucci. Absolutely fantastic. A G.I. Joe's heaven, if you will. And we get into more. The Sea Wolf. Look how beautiful that is. Fantastic. Guys, what do you think of this? Do you have any of these books? Are you looking for any of these books? Check with Cotswold Collectibles. They might have some. You never know. eBay, Amazon. This is Don Stivers. The artwork of Don Stivers. Hope I'm saying his name right. The training tower. Remember the training tower? Fantastic. Command center. Is that bazooka? No. My fault, guys. Rock and roll, I believe. Guys, more, and more G.I. Joe goodness. In big, bold, beautiful color. All of the play sets. Here is another one of my holy grails. The G.I. Joe aircraft carrier USS Flag. This thing was massive. The box, if any of you guys own the USS Flag, you know what I'm talking about. This thing was beautiful. Let's get you a blown out look here. Remember those Christmas catalogs, J.C. Penney's and Sears, during around Christmas time? The parents, you know, my parents would allow me and my brothers and sisters to sit at the dining room table with these big, beautiful catalogs and go through the toy section and circle the things that we wanted. And they would tell Santa Claus about it, they said. That's what this book reminds me of. Look at the beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. This is another one I would love to own. The Defiant Space Vehicle Launch Complex. Oh my goodness. It's G.I. Joe overload. It's too much, and it's fantastic, and I'm enjoying it all the way. It's like getting caught with your hand in a cookie jar, but you can't stop eating the cookies, and you know you're gonna get a tummy ache. But who cares, right? It's just too good. And this is the Sergeant Savage 3 3/4 inch line and the Screaming Eagles. Here's another beautiful, get you a blown out look at this. Too much goodness here. General Blitz. Arctic Stormtrooper, the Combat Sergeant Savage. Do I have the Combat? No, I think I got the Commando Sergeant Savage. I believe I have the Command. Yeah, there he is, the Commando Sergeant Savage. And let's look at that here. This is. Yeah, dude, I got. Where is he at? Yeah. Yeah, the Commando Sergeant Savage. Still in his card. How cool is that? And there he is right there. D-Day. Jetpack Blitz. Dynamite. These names are so fantastic. Who's this guy? Where's his name at? They didn't write his name here. Let me see. I can't see his name. Oh, here he is. Iron Stormtrooper. He looks really cool. And these guys came on a zip line and everything. Jungle Camo, D-Day. Urban Assault Dynamite. And the list goes on and on and on. And we just showed you my Commando Sergeant Savage with the video, the VHS tape. Here he is. Here's a big picture of him. And here's another one right here. I need to get. Background history on Sergeant Savage, how he became who he is today. Still fighting for truth and justice in the American way. P-40 Warhawk. Just incredible. Once again, all of the accessories and vehicle sets. The Grizzly SS-1. Fantastic. I mean, if you're a kid, and here is we have this guy. I don't want to go knock down a bunch of things in the museum to bring him out and show him to you. But this is the 12-inch Sergeant Savage. They only made one 12-inch figure from this Sergeant Savage, and as a Screaming Eagles toy line. Only one 12-inch figure. I think if anything, that's the one drawback I have with these guys. They only made one, and the artwork is absolutely fantastic. Just beautiful. You name it. They had it. One of those iconic cards. This is why I don't take anything off the cards, guys. Because of beautiful, beautiful figures like that. Coming next issue, exclusively to HQ. Look at this. There's more in here. More goodies. More variants. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's Hulk. 1994. 1994. And some of these toy lines I didn't even hear about. I've never heard of. Playmates. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell, right? I can't thank Howlin' Wolf Reviews enough. Remember the old TV show Sequest? I used to watch that every night. More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as Star Trek. Captain Leonardo. How cool is that? And then we get down, like I said, to the Playmates. This is all Playmates toy line. Then we get to that. We have a ton of these Playmate 8-inch Star Trek figures here. Action International. The Captain Scarlet line. I didn't know these existed. Did you? Let us know, guys, in the comment section right underneath this video. We would love to hear from you. You name it. The Stingray. Just fantastic. Guys, that's all we have for you. we hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. This is, like I said, this is so much fun. I could do this all day. As a matter of fact, when I get off with you guys, I think I will get something to drink. Probably a glass of tea as opposed to coffee. You know the routine, guys. God bless. Stay safe. And by all means, keep collecting.